No one thought Rome was going to fall, right? And it fell for what reason?
Well, it fell for many reasons. What we do see is, the Romans had bread and circus. Give people, entertain them, like smartphone and junk food.
Yeah.
Entertain them and feed them.
Right.
Like the Chinese are smart, unlike the Russians, where you didn't have any stuff and they had no freedom. People will sacrifice their freedom if they have stuff.
I don't care how long he works and I don't care what he does. There is no job worth $2 million a year. That's why they pay athletes these fantastic salaries. I was listening to the radio the other day. They just contracted to pay one player on one team $6 million a year. Can you believe this?
And why is that?
It's the Roman circus.
And that was a while ago when now they get paid even more. You know what I'm saying? To distract. You know what I'm saying? So people gotta realize like they channel our masculine energy into sports for us to live vicariously through these athletes. We want to win psychologically as men, so that's why they channel our masculine energy into that. They channel our analytical energy as well into sports. We're supposed to be analyzing, we could be analyzing businesses, a lot of other things, but we analyze sports. We know one player, and for one player, we know everything about him, all his history, every game he done played, every game winner, every loss, everything about this man, every school he done went to, every coach he done played for. We know about all the staff and every school and every organization he done played for, and that's just one player. Then you got the fact that we know about all the players on the team. We only know about the organization, the coaches, and everything else. But we could be using, and then that's just one team. Then you look at, now we know this for a whole bunch of teams. But we could be using the same energy to analyze businesses. Like, oh yeah, you heard about that CEO over there? Yeah, they just got a new, heard about that business over there? They just got a new CEO or a vice president. Man, you heard about the deal that they did? And we could debate about the deals, and maybe some young people could take some notes. But other than that, it's like they look at us like it's silly because it's the only thing we take pride in. We literally be sweating and snotting at the nose arguing about this shit.
What does the emperor do when the people become restive, and when the people are asking questions, and when the people don't like the policies of the emperor? He sends them to the circus. He creates a circus. He builds a giant coliseum. Then he begins to throw the Christians to the lions. And he has great chariot races and football games and basketball games, all to keep the idiots preoccupied with things that don't mean anything in the scheme of the entire world. So that they don't have
It don't mean anything in the grand scheme of the entire world. But when I get ready to try to talk about anything else like politics, passive income, the law of the land, law of the sea, anything else, man, I don't want to talk about it. I ain't got time to talk about that. What are you talking about, bro? Yeah, I know, because I'm not talking about sports. I'm not talking about a TV series or none of that. I'm actually being a human being, and just like any other race might be like, man, I could tuck my shirt in too. I ain't gotta be romanticized the savage and dressed in a way that's appealing to hood hip hop culture, which is not a true depiction which is not a true depiction of our culture, our healthy culture. You know what I'm saying? So I always represent our healthy culture over anything.
basketball games, all to keep the idiots preoccupied with things that don't mean anything in the scheme of the entire world, so that they don't have the time to learn what the truth is. It is the Roman circus. To learn how they're being manipulated, so they don't ever question the emperor. That's why they take a player on a football team or a baseball team $1 million or $2 million or $3 million a year. It is the Roman circus.
Yep. The Roman circus is the same shit, bro. Like, ain't
I don't care.
ain't nothing different, but it's just softer now. You got soft sports now. First they was chopping heads off and blood everywhere and everything, or putting prisoners in there because because they're a slave now since you made them a prisoner, right? So it's justified, and people would watch and feel like it's justified, and you would throw Christians in there or whoever else you want to persecute if they weren't following what the government wanted them to follow, and then they're gonna fight to the death. Now, they bunch them in with all the other people that might be real crooks. But yeah, it's nothing but a distraction, and it's about staying balanced. It's not about not watching sports at all, but just like it's not about not celebrating pagan holidays at all. It's just balance and at least knowing, you know what I'm saying? Focus on what life is really about, not just what, celebration and holidays is really about.